Oyedu Icon, Omeri Wonindizu, Oniroya, Abakare, Mama Daura, Unapuri Meri Nandi win the war. Python dance 1, Python dance 2, now Python dance 3. Unapuri Meri Nandi win the war. Python dance 1, Python dance 2. Na Python dance the three. Unapuri Meri Nandi bu Oyedu Icon. Omeri Wonindizu Oniroya. Abakare Mama Daura. Unapuri Meri Nandi win the war. Python dance 1, Python dance 2. Now Python dance the three. Unapuri Meri.
Yes, I can hear you. This is Engineer Simeon calling again from Australia.
Hey, Engineer, how are you tonight? Because I know you are already on Thursday in Australia, I believe. Are you?
Yes, I was meant to even travel for work this morning, but unfortunately my flight has been postponed till afternoon.
Well, so we can share some moments together then. Please, you are live. Everybody can hear you.
Yes, I want to talk about all these our Nigerian fake activists. One of them is Bamidele Opayemi. He was the student union government president, University of Benin, my school. We were there together. I know all these people very well. He was very, very articulated back then. He was our student union during SAP riot in 1989. But all of a sudden, from activists becoming politicians, when Tinubu was governor, picked him up as personal assistant.
That's right.
And look at him today. I'm looking at him on TV and I'm so disappointed and ashamed. All these people were all members of Campaign for Democracy with Gani, what's his name? Beko. I mean, not Beko, the Rastafari family. Mm-hmm. So when you see all of them, Keyamu too, though by then when we were doing CD, Keyamu was nowhere. I think all they find out now is once you make noise enough, someone will pick you up and put you in a position. I look at all of them today and I said, look at the people you are following. They don't care about what is happening to the country. They only care about what will happen to them, the money they can get from government. That's all they care about.
That's right.
30 days of Tinubu, I have not heard people talking about, because if subsidy has been paid for up to the end of June, all that money they've raked in since May 29, they hiked the price. Where's that money going? Where is the account for that money?
They won't account for it.
Nobody is accounting for it.
No.
So thank God, we've seen what has happened in the judiciary. That's our last hope. That's what we're waiting for. I don't live in Nigeria. I've not been in Nigeria in 10 years. I've not visited Nigeria in 10 years. But we are more concerned, even I've been outside, we are more concerned of what happened in Nigeria. That's right. Than we living here. We are living here comfortably. Me, I work for Australian government, my state government. That's where I work. But I don't need anything from Nigeria. As a matter of fact, it's Nigeria that needs stuff from me.
Absolutely.
So if we are so concerned about them having good governance, and then some idiots in the country just want this rubbish to continue with them, just because they want to benefit, maybe regionally, because, I don't think 10% of Yorubas voted for Tinubu.
I agree. It was soundly rejected. There's evidence.
Not 10% did not vote for him. Did not vote for him. Now, since he has come in, is there any new face, technically sound, we have seen with Tinubu?
No, none.
Is it not the same recycling people?
Same people. Mm-hmm.
All these people were running around Buhari.
Same people.
And then they are all in the government, they're coming back. What are they going to do differently? So my Yoruba Ronu people, Let's start renewing properly now. Me, I'm not Yoruba. Me, I'm Benin. No.
Bless you.
We don't know who you are. So, but let's see where they are going to renew to. I will allow other people to call in.
So much,
probably
engineer.
when I get back from my trip.
Bless you.
We'll
Thank you
talk
so
about
much for being part of it tonight as well. Okay, a good one. I mean, I like that. The line is still very much open. I think you know that. It is better if you call through the WhatsApp. I know some people rather call directly. Both works for me. Okay, as long as you get connected. Let me take one, please. Hello there.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi, Michael.
Ma'am, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you. It's Charm.
Hey, Sham, how are you? Oh dear. You this is your first time of calling this new line. It's good to hear from you.
Yes. I actually tried a couple of times to call, but I wasn't getting through. And I was wondering what was happening, and I realized they have a number.
I know it's changed. The number has changed. So good to hear from you.
Yeah.
Please.
Thank you. Again, let me just appreciate you for everything that you do. The sound, reasoning with which you speak on all these issues.
Thank you.
I've been trying to actually join the conversation for a couple of days now because I came across a write-up, and I thought it would be good for the people in the temple to actually read the same write-up as well. And this regarding matters of national security that were raised by a concerned citizen, basically, regarding a bill that will soon be passed in the country. Now, I'm not very good at speaking, saying things verbatim, as in word for word, right? But I feel like if I share the link to this write-up, the people on the temple can read it and digest it, and also understand that our problem is not just the Fulani invasion, because there is the Fulani agenda, going on. And that's not just the problem that we have. We also have a problem of certain entities in the West who want to, I don't know whether the word to use, infiltrate the country to ensure that, yes, to infiltrate the country, to ensure that certain laws are passed in the country, to also ensure that, because, what I could gather, what I can share so far regarding what I've read is that most of the places that are being attacked, even in the north and even in Yoruba land, are mostly farming communities. And there's a reason why it's strategic. But I will share the link to the to that paper so that the people in Temple can read it. Please read it. I'm just going to enjoin everybody to please read it and understand the scale of the problem that we have. It's not just what is going on. What I feel like this is just how
it's like Hydra-headed, and
yes,
it's even more than just what we have seen so far, something like that. Yeah?
Exactly. I feel like the issues that we're being distracted with are just, rubbish issues.
They're like
things that they know that we will distractions, things that they know that we will concern ourselves with, but it's not really the issue. How many of us even care or even know what our lawmakers are doing in the National Assembly? Do you know about the bills that are going to be affecting you? I just stumbled.
Ready to sign them. Do we know those who behind those bills as well?
Exactly.
We just read about some new law, new bills. Nobody actually kind of know who are those behind them. What is the purpose? You're making a lot of sense.
What is the purpose? What is the reason why they want you to pass these bills? Do we ever wonder exactly where is all this money coming from that our politicians are having access to? They are being sponsored and paid for by external entities. And if anyone reads that write-up, I will send it just after I finish speaking.
You can even
now.
drop it in the comments, right? Once I see it, I'm going to pin it to the top for everybody to kind of, also open.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't need to copy the entire thing. If you have a link towards it, right? Copy the link.
Just the link. Yes, I tried to send it as a link, but it wouldn't. You know how when you say that it kind of like highlights, but it didn't allow me to do that. Because it makes it easy for people to just click on it and then the page will open.
Yeah,
exactly.
Let's see,
but now people,
Thank you so
much. Yeah, but I'll send it. I'll send it anyway. I'll send it anyway.
Send it to me and too. I will see it and figure it out on how to share it.
Okay. Okay. Maybe I'll just send it directly to you, and then you can then share it to the temple. You can read it yourself.
Yes.
Exactly. And I'll also share a link to a YouTube channel that really also highlights the problem that we have and the things that are going on, so that if anyone thinks that we don't have a problem, or that this Fulani incursion that is is just the main thing, there are other things going on. And please let us not be distracted by this, whatever Tinubu is doing. This is just low-hanging fruit for him. This is just gimmicks as far as I'm concerned. There are bigger things that let us
for the big things.
Temporary distraction for the big things. Please, Nigerians, whoever is on this platform, open your eyes. There are other things. Ask yourself, what do they not want me to know about? Forget about all of this other news. There are other things going on that we need to be sharp. And for all of us in the diaspora that feel like it's not going to affect me, Omo, we'll see now.
No, a lot of people are no longer saying that anymore, Sham. Like, people used to say that, okay? But even when they say that, they just say them on the lips now. People know that all of us, we're going to have a share, no matter how far or where we are, Thank you. Let me take it down, ma'am.
All right.
Thanks for sharing that with us. Okay. For those who care to listen, pay attention, paying attention and asking questions. In my own opinion, right? It shouldn't be something that everybody should shy away from, okay? Until we then lead us to the slaughterhouse. Hello there.
Hey, my Baba.
How are you, sir?
Fine. This is Radical speaking from
Amazing.
Atlanta, Georgia.
Radical from here in the UK. Is that right?
No, Atlanta.
Oh, it's from Atlanta.
Georgia.
Kind of like, Anyway, how you doing, Baba?
How you? I'm doing okay. Man, it's been a long time I called in.
It's been a while.
It's been a while. I just want to talk about our friend, the Wagner of Nigeria. The man from of Nigeria. Asari himself. That have come to own up to be the pioneer and leader of the unknown government. Like you keep saying, when this nonsense started, that this cannot be IPOB, this cannot be ESM. Eventually, the man has confessed to it. And why you will know his confession is real is that after that confession, nobody has attacked him in our state machineries or apparatus. He spoke about the army. The army said nothing. Not the army spokesperson, not the Navy spokesperson, not the police, not the DSS. Nobody's invited him. Nobody is inviting him. And that reminds me, while IPOB was having some crisis with people like Clifford Iranya, if I remember him, he went to somewhere in Abia State, Aba, and was in one uncompleted building and broadcasting and saying he was the real Radio Biafra. And I'm like, if you were the real Radio Biafra and you're broadcasting in Aba and nobody's arresting you or disturbing you, then you're nothing. Then you're nothing. If you broadcast from Aba and you have, it's not hard to tell. If you're the rating and the people whom you are talking against see you and say you are either working for them or you are insignificant. But about Asari Dokubo, I just want to remind him of one thing or two things that I know about history at Niger Delta. When Isaac Adakaboro started his menace and his attack, yes, he was the colonel from Anambra that arrested him, but he was not killed. So eventually, the Nigerian army released him. He fought on their side. But Isaac Adakaboro was shot from behind.
Yes.
Which means he was still killed by Nigerian soldiers. When they felt he was confident, when they felt we've gotten all we needed from him, they still shot Adakaboro from behind and killed him. That was one. Another lesson to learn from the same Niger Delta is a man called Kensaro Wiwa. Very brilliant man. But his friend, those he supported during the war against the Biafran struggle, we are the same people that killed him. Abacha killed Kesaro Wiwa.
That's right.
It was still the same Nigerian government.
Friend of Abacha family as well. When I read about that, like it was good to them.
Friend Abacha family.
Until
the people who support, the people he sabotaged his own people to support. Okay, what happened? They were the ones that still killed him. Dokubo should be careful. And one more thing, let me tell you about another person. Yes. Remember the young man they called Gani in Benue State? You remember the Gani of a guy?
Remember.
Yes, he was a TV guy, but was killing for the Fulanis and they were using him. The moment he decided to turn around and join Governor Tom, the Nigerian soldiers ambushed him on the way, going to government house and killed him.
That's right. He wanted to surrender and say he's surrendering and he's working with Autumn.
Yes.
On the day was to surrender.
Yes.
They
Nigerian soldiers killed him.
Slaughtered him.
And killed him and slaughtered him. So Asari Dokubo should just watch his back. His friend, he will fall by the sword of his friends. That's all I can tell him. He will fall by the sword of his friends.
Thank you very much.
He should watch his back. All right, man. Keep it up.
Have a good one, Baba. Thank you very much for sharing that with us.
All right.
That's a big one, though. Now let's take another. Oh, hang on. Okay, yeah, let's take another one. Hello there.
Hello.
Hello, sir.
Good evening, my good general.
Good evening to you. How you doing?
I'm good, sir. You?
Yeah, very well. Thanks for asking. Please.
I'm a first-time caller, and I so much enjoy your program. Somebody introduced me to your program. Right. I never really, had idea something like this existed.
Thanks, Baba.
Yeah, you remind me so much of Nnamdi Kanu. In fact, Nnamdi Kanu used to say something. He said that because I always watch his broadcast. He said, if there are just 5 of his type in Nigeria, that things will be different. People who can just pick up and say the truth no matter what.
That's right.
You see, the way you say the truth about our political leaders, irrespective of border and anything,
that's right,
is what we need in Nigeria. But it's quite unfortunate that a lot of people know the truth and they choose to be blinded by it. For me, Nigeria is a very dark place. Sorry, I did not introduce myself. My name is Ferdinand. I'm calling from Newcastle.
Ferdinand from Newcastle.
Yes.
I remember that.
Yes.
Thanks, man.
Yes, I'm calling from Newcastle. Yeah. So when I came to the UK, I realized how dark the country I called my place looks like. I never really knew that people can actually stand up for truth. I'm not saying that life is much better or that the whites here, that they don't really have a bad side of them. But at least there is something we call plain truth that is open, that people see. You don't need to cover it. In Nigeria, they've used politics to divide us. To everything you do or say in Nigeria is political. Somebody from Rivers State was we are just working together, and a white man asked us, where are you? Which part of Nigeria are you from? He said South. And the white man started laughing. I said, in geography, there's nothing really like South. Like, where is that? Like, how is that? Like, what does it look like? The man started making a joke out of it. And I told him, look, the moment you people from the South or Niger Delta zone realize that you're just political instruments used to divide or weaken the Southeast, the better for you. Because you see, people like Asari Dokubo, for me, I don't see him as a human being worth listening to. When I scroll YouTube and I don't see any reasonable stuff today, I don't listen to anything from Asari because he's a very big fool. People are not called men or addressed as men because of their age or because of how much they have in their accounts or because of how dubious they can be. What makes you a man is your ability to reason and reason very perfectly.
God bless you. Credibility.
A credibility, exactly. And that is the substance. So look at in UK here now. The place I'm working is an IT firm. I don't know anybody there I was just employed on the basis of merit. Can such thing happen in Nigeria without tribalism and religions? So for me, I've given up hope on Nigeria. Forget about even all the evidence they have against Tinubu. Don't be surprised that the tribunal might rule against him. P2B and Atiku might win in tribunal. Then they go to Court of Appeal. Tinubu will win. P2B will win. Then they go to Supreme Court. Tinubu will win. It's never over until he gets to the Supreme Court.
Their own is even a bit different, if I should say, yeah. Ferdinand, what happened is that immediately after this tribunal now, the Supreme Court straight to.
Okay. Yeah, so they have their they have their drama. Yeah, they have their drama. That was what happened in Abia State.
I know.
When Alex Oti first time he won Okezibazu. Okezibazu went to Court of Appeal. Supreme Court, and later won Alex Oti. Yeah. Yeah. So they always have this, they know how to apportion this their judiciary, whatever, so that it will look like he won here, he lost here, he won here, and then he later won this place. So it's nothing new to me. So despite all even if the National Drug Enforcement Law Agency or the Chicago, what do they call it, the Vice Chancellor from the University of Chicago comes to Nigeria and gives evidence, I can tell you that it doesn't really mean that P2B will still win the case, because Nigeria is
technicality, Ferdinand. We all know how they do their thing, okay? Tinubu and others, they know they don't have to prove anything, all right? Just wait for Obi to present his evidence. The way he's presenting them or the way he filed them, that's what they are looking for. Oh, you didn't do this one right. Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Because you didn't do this one on that date. We are sorry. We cannot. We have to throw this whole thing out.
My dad is a lawyer in Nigeria, and I know how they operate. They always want to use, you did not fight this properly. This court does not have the jurisdiction to entertain this matter. Blah 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 blah. And then before you know what is happening, they will just struck it out.
Doesn't matter anymore.
Yes, and that will be the end of the whole matter. So the only thing now is for us to rise and say enough is enough. And this whole marriage called Nigeria is not working, because for me, Nigeria is like a very big company, Nigeria Limited. It's like a very big company, and it's just functioning for the benefit of few people and the Western people.
They are the beneficiaries.
Yeah.
Me and you, we are just spectators. We are the pawn.
Yeah.
You can choose it's up to us,
Exactly. So now, since I've been in the UK here now for like 2 years now, and I can tell you the way I'm reasoning is so different from my colleagues in Nigeria. There's so much tie faith to politics. One after every 4 years, they keep having this hope that something will change. But I know that it's not going to change until we split it. The North go their way, the West go their way, and the East go their way. Now, when we split it like that, there's nothing wrong with separation. But when we split like that, then if we want to come back together, or if we want to trade among ourselves, we will now have a very strong equal bargaining power from all three sides or all four sides.
That's right.
That made up the country. Not like some other people, a particular region having a monopoly over others and trying to force their view on others, especially from the North. And these are people that are educationally, they are backward. You get it? So the whole thing is just like is just like a drama. Okay, look at UK here now. Scotland moved for a referendum. Scotland is just about 6 million people. I mean, you're in Scotland. About 6 million people moved for a referendum, and they were granted it. Even though they narrowly escaped it. But I'm sure now, if Scotland should hold the second referendum that they actually moving for now,
we'll be off the chart straight away. Trust me. I was part of the Yes campaign, by the way, and nobody persecuted me for it. Nobody said, you this black man, you want to come and break the UK, Abi? You are campaigning for yes. Nobody persecuted me. Tomorrow, if they start again, I will boldly campaign for independence of Scotland without any
because Scotland voted to remain in the EU. It was England that put them out. So now I'm sure that the 50-something% that voted to stay in UK, I'm sure now they've changed their mind. So if the referendum was to occur again now, they will actually go for a yes. It won't be the same. So what happens if if a senator from the southeast moves a motion and say, okay, I'm moving a motion for an independent state of Biafra? But they will never do it.
They go try to beat him inside the house. You go no Senate inside the National Assembly. They go rush him. Say he moved the motion and said, they will rush him. You will see drama. You go be like, say, what happened? Somebody send bomb here. Trust me.
Yes.
I'm looking forward to a day somebody will be bold enough to actually do that. Hey, hello.
They will not do it.
Mr. Speaker, I want to move a motion. And rise up and say, I'm moving a motion that this house should adopt the motion.
They will not do
it
because they are all corrupt
for Yoruba nation. Everybody, Ferdinand.
They won't do it because they are all corrupt. Thank you very much, Mike. Let me let other people call. It's a pleasure speaking to you.
It's always mine too. Thank you so much for that too. Okay, that is a Ferdinand here in the UK. Newcastle, Scotland, not far. Hello there.
Yes, sir. Good afternoon.
Hey, good afternoon, sir. How are you?
Yes, I'm all right. Here, Force One again.
Hey, Force One, you are back.
Yes, Baba, you did. I'm back.
Man, please go on.
First of all, so let me start where you talk about Tinubu lawyers not being able to defend anything because they already know how everything will go. Okay, the architectural plan of the whole tribunal charade, they already did it, so they don't have to plan anything. So, in fact, as a matter of fact, when you said that thing again this evening, that is like it's like a green light that, you know what, forget about this thing. Nothing will change. Nothing will change. Nothing will change. Then back to Goho.
Yes, sir.
And Nnamdi Kanu.
Yes.
You see, I said this before. What Nigerian leaders know how to do best is how to suppress and oppress people. Silent people's voice. Okay? Now, but the danger there is what you said about self-destruction. Destruction, self-destruct.
Yes, sir.
Okay? That's what they don't know. Because there are many families in Nigeria that the Nigerian government, they've tampered with. And they never pay restitution or anything back to these families. And vengeance is on its way.
Vengeance.
And it's going to be hefty. I'm telling you, there are many families that are crying in silence. In the real corner, every house will have one secret place in the house. As in Ikoko, Yara, one became out people are there every day. I'm telling you.
I'm with you, sir.
So you took Sunday Igboho, you did. That is why you see Nigerians sometimes is ask for somebody to fight on their behalf. You can't fight on Nigerians' behalf. Like somebody said recently now, you are killing people in the shame. Okay? Kola Olotu said, Kola Olotu was not clamoring for Igbo to be released from Cotonou or whatever. You could see Cotonou, right? To come over and fight for them, Benin Republic. To come back and fight for them in Isheyin. This is the same goal that This is the same goal that
she all this killed 2 people. They killed 2 people in his house. I mean,
so I got one more thing. He don't know how to breastfeed his own picking, his own kids. So see, that is what they do, and that is what the word you said. Like I said, that phrase again, that self-destruct. It is what is going to collapse Nigeria. See, we are saying Nigeria cannot work as one. We know what we are saying, okay? It's the same thing I said during the last parliament that we had. Nigeria will never work, okay? It will never work. And we are not the one that will divide Nigeria. These leaders are the one that they will divide it by their own self-destruct. That's right. They will divide the country by themselves. That's what's going to happen at the end of the day. Nnamdi Kanu,
yes, sir.
It's the same thing. It's the same thing. It's the same thing. Many restitutions, many, remediation, reconciliation that should have been done.
Everything that can actually set apologies for a true, what do you call it? They have a name for it too. I think they call it a true is it called recovery? I'll remember, Sha. You shall get like the true reconciliation must start from the actions.
Reconciliation. You see, even though if you wiped out a whole generation and any family, and your government said you are sorry, it will go a long way. It will go a long way, which they have not been doing. And that's why Boko Haram's government, and those people, remember I said sometimes ago that they are so arrogant in nature, very proud, full of themselves. In another column of these people who are agitating to the round table and have a talk with them.
And have a chat.
And have a chat with them.
Clearly, he said the referendum, he didn't even ask for war. He said, we know you will kill us, but if you start killing us, we will also kill you until you kill the last of us. That's the only thing that will stop Biafra. But we are not asking for war. Just give us a referendum. And guess what he said as well? He said, if the Igbos voted yes to be part of Nigeria, nobody will hear from him again. He will go and disappear. Nobody will hear from him again. Nobody is going to listen to that. They want a narrative that, oh, he's dangerous. They are enemy. They want to kill people. They see what they are doing. And they continue to ride on that narrative. See that, oh.
Baba? That narrative is real. It's real because I work with few colleagues who are Igbo people. Okay? I already had a conversation with them a couple of times. And I can categorically tell you that these people, they believe Nnamdi Kanu is dangerous.
Of course, they do believe so, because they have made that narrative that they themselves are believing it. So to now make it work, Mo will sponsor some boys to start killing people so that we can say, yes, we know it now. I believe you, Baba.
So, me say, I be Yoruba guy, where they tell them, say, hey, people come, this guy no be, we think he be. And they tell people where came from Owerri, Imo State. The other one is from Abia State. They still believe, say, Nnamdi Kanu is part of these terrorist people. They believe it. They believe it.
Explain it.
So to let you know.
I mean, how do you explain
it? So even if me Yoruba guy, they tell them, say the narrative is not like that. What can I do?
What can you do?
Because
right here where you are, a video is going to pop up. You see some ragtag criminals saying, oh yeah, sit at home. If you come out here, we kill you. Releasing that, and you're like, okay, you know what? See, I'm done. I don't
that's
know.
That's it right there. That's
you know, Baba.
That is the angle of argument that the sit at home they are doing. Man saying Nnamdi Kanu is behind it.
Sure, you get.
That's what they are telling me. That's what they are telling me.
So I
and the same thing you said tonight.
And say, okay, sit at home is voluntary. If somebody now carry gun and start shooting people or destroying people's businesses, and he said they must sit at home and all of that, how does that correspond, Baba? Is a deep convo, right? But time, indeed.
I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you. I'm telling you, sir.
Thank you so much.
I'm telling you. I'm telling you. No wala. No wala. Thank you, sir. Have a good night.
And you too. Here we go. I have another caller on the line. I better have taken that anyway. Hello there.
Hi, Marigo.
Hello, sir. How are you?
Very well. The last caller, please. You shouldn't just generalize Igbo people. Igbo is not. It's not because you spoke to one or two persons that speak Igbo and all that, and you just generalize.
It wasn't generalizing. If you heard him right, he said, I spoke to someone in Owerri. I spoke to somebody in Abia. They are believing that Nnamdi Kanu is dangerous. And he was telling them that this whole thing, it wasn't generalizing. Just for clarity.
Yeah. But then it's just like me saying, if I'm Yoruba, I mean, I've heard some persons, and they happen to be Yoruba, they think that Igbo had not conducted himself very well. Therefore,
you will be right. No, you'll be right. You know that sentence you use, some Yoruba. Yeah. You didn't say, Yorubas are saying it. That would be wrong. And that's for him too. He didn't say Igbo, you know what I mean? But
anyway, what I wanted to say, and that is starting from you, there's always a first time. I know, even with me, I've always been saying I was one of the people that was of the strong belief that he would never be Kolu will never be sworn in. But what one of the things he has succeeded doing so far is the military, because the man is still scared of coup d'etat, and that's why he has gone to retire a lot of people. But what he doesn't understand that the military has what we call loyalty, and there's seniority. So if I got into the army, say last week, and you got into the army today, I'm still your senior.
I mean, literally.
Yeah, I'm still your senior. So a lot of people are not happy. They're not happy. And he had better fear is not even the generals that he'll be fearing, because the generals do not want to die. They are very comfortable. They've tasted money. They've been neutralized. He had better fear the people, the junior officers, because if we read history very well, a lot of people do not read history, and that is why they took the history away from the schools.
Very sad.
What caused the 1966 uprising? 1966, sorry, uprising. 66 uprising was like because of all the excesses of the politicians and all that, and the bigotry, Ahmadu Bello making some very, very careless statements about Igbo people and all that. But Nzo Good led the coup. He did not lead the coup because of where he came from. And mind you, this man was born and raised in the north. He spoke Hausa very well, like your natural
Hausa. He speaks Hausa more than he understands Igbo. Very clearly.
Yeah, understand Igbo.
Right.
Yeah, yeah. But over the years, they have spinned it and said that coup was an Igbo coup. It wasn't an Igbo coup. These were young military officers that wanted. They saw what this Nigeria was slowly drifting into and all that, and they want to correct it. But unfortunately, Aguiyi-Ironsi will have been executed, but he didn't handle the matter, and we all knew what happened, and then civil war and all that. Ojukwu executing some people out of jealousy, a lot of messed up. So the whole thing that we're seeing today did not start just yesterday. It's been building up. It's been building up and been building up and been building up. Now, what is going to happen? Because we're all saying that with the courts and all that, we're just waiting for the court. That the court is the last
hope of the poor man. Poor man
for Nigeria, for the existence even of Nigeria. Now, it's not going to go away, even if we go to the Supreme Court and the Supreme Court decides to tafele somehow and all that. It's not going to go away, because this is the first. I mean, Michael, since you've been an adult, have you heard of a governor saying that a sitting president is not my president, and therefore I will not hang. It's happening. You see, that tells you there is a civil disobedience in going on, and people are saying, "Okay, come and do your worst. You are not my president. I mean, you can't force me to hang your."
Right. It's even beyond people just saying. People are actually acting that is not their president. You go to some offices these days, you will never see Tinubu's picture there, and their excuse is that it's a military practice. They don't have to have his picture there. Some are putting Obi's picture in their office as their president.
Do you know how serious it is?
Yeah.
Now, I know the military, right? I'm not praying for a military coup or anything, but this is going to push. There's going to be a revolution of some kind, because everybody is tired. This is not a tribal thing, and the sad thing about Tinubu is that this man is so evil that he has given Yoruba a bad name and making it as if it's the consensus of the whole Yoruba.
That right now. People are now calling us bigots.
Exactly.
But one thing is that it's not even fair. You know that's not even fair, right? I'm a Yoruba, and there are millions of Yorubas who are very much outspoken, right? Even in this election, Yoruba even rejected this guy. But guess
Yoruba
what?
people are very friendly people. I
can't deny the stain they have brought upon us right now. I will be living in denial. If I say Tinubu's politics has not affected Yoruba, I will be living in denial.
Exactly. And that is why I want to use this and all that for even the Igbo people that are listening to this program. Yes. It's not, please do not address it as a Yoruba people. It's not, don't. If you want to address APC and their criminal gang, these are the people that we need to be addressing. We need to detribalize. Yes, that's a word. Detribalize ourselves from our narratives and all that, and address the people that are criminals that want to bring down Nigeria and all that. And we're all tired. We're all tired.
Yeah.
We're all tired. We want to make the country better. Yeah. And what the lady that called there some time ago, she said something about yes, she said something about what she wanted.
Is that external influence that are paying people to make laws in Nigeria?
I want you to think about it and do your own private research. You see that Davos thing that all these world leaders go to.
This World Economic Forum, WEF.
Thank
Davos
you.
and all that.
Thank you. The things that they go and they make decisions for Africa, for everybody. What's going on? I mean, look at Russia. What is going on? Why do you think we have the BRIC, the bloc now, and the South Africa now have taken their stand and saying they are going to be that nobody is going to, and now they are telling them that if Putin comes and all that, they must arrest him. They say that is not happening.
See,
this is what is going on. So this is on a bigger global stage. Why is it that Bill Gates suddenly showed up? That criminal suddenly showed up in Nigeria.
I mean, do you know somebody who they supposed said they once upon a time richest man in the world went to Nigeria, the biggest black nation, with no investment but charity.
Do you know what?
They won't give money to charity. No business, no nothing. No.
Can I tell you what he's doing in America now? He's buying up farms and burning it. Wow. Buying up farms and burning it. Why do you think we have a scarcity in the UK? You research it. Wow. There is a bigger agenda.
You know, they are now generating meat from factory now, like no meat from beef or from animals or meat
and they kind of
they approve it in America that is eatable now.
The kind of meat that you eat before you know it, they will say cancer or tumor or anything. They want to kill. Listen. It's all about population. It's all about population control. It's all about population control. So if we can't get them directly, we use their leaders. We use their. They know that our leaders. Yeah, we are low. Their leaders. We all know their leaders are very selfish and all that. We can pay them money. Yeah, it's. We need to look at the bigger picture.
We need to. Thank you so much. Thank you very much for sharing this tonight as well. Right. Let me take a break. You are a star. I could speak to you all night. Seriously. Stay safe, Baba. Thank you. That was some thought-provoking conversation, if you ask me. Right. From the fact that we shouldn't politicize, everything in a way that the criminal politicians want to control, that keep us divided, right? Yorubas, Igbos, and all that. And you see, simple kind of tonation, or so to say, where you are like some people, feel this, some Igbos, some Yorubas. Those are very good, correct sentences to use when you are not using a blanket statement or using a general statement. Say Yorubas are, the Igbos are. I mean, this modern day and time, we should do better, okay? Because most of the time, everything we say are mostly from our own personal experience or the experiences of others too. But when we complicate it because we want to drive a point that we believe will be much, much like, effective by saying Yorubas, Igbos, there will always be counter response. And eye for an eye leaves the world blind. I have a caller. Hello there. I thought I took a call, or I didn't. So ma go back. Give me a sec. The problem is that I've got so many people trying to call in. Some are falling directly, some are on WhatsApp, and sometimes it won't cancel the other. I'm sorry. Hello there. Hello there. Can you hear me? Right. When I say people safe.
Hello there.
Hello. All hail Biafra. All hail Oduduwa. Brother, how are you?
Yeah, I'm fine.
And they will. How you doing, Sha?